How smoking ruined my marriage. Well, we got married 3 years ago or so. And cigarettes were our shared story of pain. We smoked everywhere, all the time, after fights, after being together in bed, and all of it. During silence and during activity, it was our peace ritual. But every cigarette we lit was a peace treaty with denial. It kept us calm but blind. And I didn't realize that until I quit. Nicotine wasn't making me numb or happy. It wasn't just keeping me addicted, but also keeping me asleep in my own life. This is how quitting smoking ended my marriage, and how sobriety revealed the truth that's hiding underneath. And why that truth, as much as it hurts, saved me. Because when the nicotine disappears, every illusion goes away with it. I used to think that we were bonded, like we are two people who went through things. We have a shared history of pain. Even when I started a relationship with her, I saw my old self in her. To that point, the old me needed saving, needed comfort, needed a chance. When we got married, we worked together for a while in the same company, and we were step out together, smoke together, talk together. We were the perfect couple, and we were harmonious, or so it seemed. But in reality, it was synchronized avoidance. Cigarettes made me tolerant of chaos, disrespect, imbalance. Boundaries that should have been stone started moving with every cigarette. The more we smoked, the more I coped, and the more I tolerated. And I mistook that tolerance for love. And before quitting, I didn't realize how deep I was in this shit. You always seem to feel that there is something wrong or something imbalanced, but you cannot tell what it is, you know? You cannot name it. And because you are confused, you start to confuse your own self. You start to say shit like, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough. See, she is with me over all those guys. So this means I am doing something right? So probably I should be only pushing more. And that push more became a father-child dynamic. And so in this dynamic, you fix and manage instead of loving and connecting. And so this unspoken wrongness, this confusion, smoking helped me escape those feelings or mask them properly. And smoking was saying, like, everything is fine. Maybe you need to relax. But what I really needed wasn't calm. It was clarity. Then I do what's called shadow work with ChatGPT and journaling a lot. And it helped me quit smoking 7 months ago. I quit cold turkey, sober, no alcoholics, no patches, no replacement, nothing. I was completely on my own, in my mind, in my head. No pills, no distractions, nothing whatsoever. But when there is no nicotine to stimulate your dopamine levels, meaning the hormone that's responsible for you being happy, then you start to look at truth objectively. Truth just walked in. We are not she is just having a little bit hard time this time, the a millionth time. No, we are actually in a father-child dynamic. Not only I carried the financials and logistics, but also the emotional and the moral weight, while she drifted between resentment and dependence, and making me feel guilty and making me feel shameful, this sort of thing. And finally, after I quit, I saw the pattern for what it is. It's not her, it's me. I have what psychologists call the savior wound, the need to earn love by fixing people's situations and lives. And it came from my childhood, which I talked about in my gratitude video, from trying to be a strong one in a chaotic home. And the nicotine had been the perfect partner for that pattern. It numbed the dissonance. It kept me from noticing how much of myself I was losing. The chemical always whispered, she can change. Just a little bit more, give her more time. Give her more chances. Just more. Always a little bit more. You can make it work. You can help her. You can fix her. All that shit. And once I quit, I got clear like crystal reality check. No whispers anymore. Only the truth. And so during the first month, I only like chatted with GPT about it. And we reached a point, every time I tried to reach a point without the smoking. With smoking, I was managing and then keeping myself shut. But without smoking, my first month of quitting, I have a series of videos about that month. You can check that out. I reached a point every time the end was divorcing, end of the story. Every fucking time. And without nicotine, there is no filter. There is just the truth as it is. Objectively, you can see it for what it is. I saw her indifference. I saw her patterns, her passiveness, her disrespect, her passive aggression. All of that was clear to me right after I quit smoking, not before. And for the first time, a few months in, I was able to act without soothing myself with cigarette. And I faced what I feared the most. If I stop saving her, what happens? And I got the answer. Silence. Nothing. And the silence told me everything. That the relationship was long over before I even quit smoking. But smoking was keeping me from seeing things for what they are. So I couldn't see clearly through the smoke. She didn't try to fix it. She didn't try to reach out. She just let it die quietly. And for the first time, I don't reach for a cigarette to calm myself or try to control the situation like I always did. What I did actually when we last talked about how things are going and we are going to divorce, I went for a run. I didn't cry, but I felt a huge sadness because I kind of like losing a relative. You know, there's nothing you can do. The person that you knew doesn't exist anymore. So I kind of mourned the moment, and I didn't struggle with drinking or any substance for that matters. I stayed sober. So I felt a huge amount of pain. But in that pain, I found what's called self-respect. Or I should say, I got it back. Now, 7 months later, I can tell you this with confidence, from experience. Nicotine didn't calm me. It muted my awareness. It made me calm in situations that require confrontation. Since I quit, I lost a lot of weight. I developed running habits. I cut off toxic people of my life. I ended a child-father dynamic marriage that wasn't supposed to last anyways. And so I stopped being the father in the relationship. And now I am building my body, my finances, and my boundaries that no one will cross ever again. And they don't move depending on who's in front of them. They are solid boundaries. And more importantly, I stopped confusing tolerance for love. And when the drug leaves, the truth remains. And you will have two choices. You either wake up or you numb yourself again. My ex quit smoking, by the way, for a month because she got sick, but she chose to stay numbed. After that happened, in 2 months, I was smoke-free. So our roads were clearly separating. One is choosing to wake up and the other choosing to stay numb forever and ever. So here's what you need to learn. Cigarettes, alcohol, unprescribed meds are all the same avoidance pattern. Binge eating, same thing. Gaming for long hours and hours, the same thing. They don't solve your pain. They just silence it. And anything you silence will return louder. If you're smoking after every conflict or every stress situation, ask yourself, what am I actually avoiding by smoking right now? And I can say this with confidence from a previous experience that I talked about in another video. The friend who takes antidepressants after he got married, what an improvement. Couples who smoke together, they are not usually sharing rituals, they are sharing anesthesia. They bond around the ritual. But when that goes away, just like in my case, you find whether you had love or just a shared habit. It is simple, it is brutal, but it's not a tragedy. It's actually awakening. So, what I recommend to you to get into a challenge, go sober for 30 days. Just 1 month out of 12. Do you have anything to lose? I think we both agree that it's a good idea all the time. And register your urges and triggers. Ask yourself again and again, what am I avoiding? What do I want? Why I'm feeling like this? Why I'm not feeling like this? When you repeat these questions over and over again, you get a much deeper understanding about yourself. And you will be shocked how much of your life is built around smoking and smokers. And when the smoke leaves, you will see who stands by you or goes with the haze. That's it for me today. You can check my playlist about quitting smoking. It's really step-by-step process to actually quit smoking instead of the crap that is spread over the internet. And if you'd like to get a helping hand, get my coaching. It's only 6 weeks, but it changes you forever. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.